I don't think so. Yeah, all that was in there. It's so funny. Good. Are we started? Hi everybody, how you doing? It's Suzette Speaks coming at you from Fort Lauderdale Beach. I'm so happy you're watching. Big up to all the people on Jamaicans.com, all the way from Fort Lauderdale. I have to give you a big welcome and say pleasant good afternoon. It is about Saturday, relaxing on Fort Lauderdale Beach. They say Jamaica has the most beautiful beaches, but we got a little something here in South Florida. So we're here to just relax. This is a family beach day. I'm here with my family. This is Dr. Melissa Williams. She is a dentist up in Orlando, and she's visiting. So we figured we'd come and do like a beach day. Basically, this is the last weekend before the kids get back to school, and we have a bunch of cousins in the water. Some cousins up there in the trees because they didn't want to get too much sun. And we just having a relaxed, fun Saturday, and we just wanted to come here and just chat with you for a little bit. So please do comment below, like and share. So we decided we were going to talk today about friendships and what it means to be a good friend, and talk about the ways in which friendships change in adulthood. There are so many different people you call friends when you grow up, when you're little, when you're in high school, and if you had a chance to get higher education, you'll go into different phases of life with friends and different types of friends. But oftentimes, the people who you thought you would rock with, I know for me, who I thought I would rock with my whole life, turned out not to be friendships that lasted. And we wanted to talk about, thank you. What is this? Did she pay for parking? Did she re-up our parking?
No,
My mom, did my mom put money in? Tell her she needs to re-up her parking. Yes, it's expired already, 12:30. So we're live.
I know. We'll get something.
All right, we shouting out our parents. Auntie Paula in the building. Auntie Paula unexpectedly.
You from getting some first.
Thank you. That was not planned at all.
No.
She came through with the
Very
pina
much
coladas. Thank you. Big up Auntie Paula. And my straw is already like broken, so I can't. But we talk about friendships because we figure everybody has them. Everybody goes through different scenarios with their friends, and sometimes they're good. Sometimes when you want a friend, you can't find one. So I want to know about your friendships. How do your friendships pan out as an adult? How do you feel about friend? Do you call anybody friend? Are there people that you call Facebook friend in quotes, but you really know if you needed $1, if you needed a meal, if you needed clothes on your back, they wouldn't give it to you. So I find that very interesting. I think I heard a quote that says, it was off of a reggae song actually here in Fort Lauderdale. I was listening to, I'm going to give my boys a shout out, 92.7 WZOP, big up Mikey Mike. And he was playing a song that said, you have friends where wouldn't buy you a drink at the bar, but when you're dead and in your coffin, they'll buy you 100 bottles of liquor and you can't drink it. So what about your friendships? What are your friendships like? Are they getting better with time? Are they getting worse with time? Are you finding your friendships are changing? Are you with people that you started the road with and you're still happy to be down from high school days and you still love them and respect them just like when you guys started? What's the nature of your friendships and have they changed over time? I know for me, in my adult life, I've had, especially in the last few years, a lot of turnover. Okay, that's what we'll call it. When people come in or been on the team, and then all of a sudden they act in a kind of funny way, and you wonder, is it me? Did I change, Lord? Or did they change? Or they don't like how I've changed. They don't like how I've grown. They don't like what I'm doing with my life. And it coming like little stuff kind of led to bigger and bigger blow-ups and stuff. So Melissa, you're a new mom. Her baby was you just saw her pass in the background, I think. How old is the boo now?
17 months.
17 months. Y'all still count months? Y'all don't say years now?
For now, we still count.
We count months now. And then married how long?
4 years.
4 years. So going on plus 4 years plus. So you have a lot of different changes that have occurred in recent years in your life. Have your friendships been affected by those changes?
Of course. Absolutely.
No, tell her she cannot yell shark. No, I'm dead serious. Tell her she cannot yell shark. When we're at the beach, that's not something we play with. Okay? Tell her we can't. So I got little cousins in the water trying to police them while we were doing the Facebook Live. drinking a sip of the pina colada. Thank you. Cheers, cheers, cheers. On Fort Lauderdale Beach from a plastic cup, yes. And we're just relaxing and we're just talking, like I said, to you and wanted to come to your live because sometimes the most spontaneous moments are the best. So we're talking about your friendships. How did your friendships change after you got married?
Man, I think at first you kind of lose touch with some people. You're so into your situation and everything, you lose touch with people. Some friends I think I got closer to, either if they were going through some of the same things or, you know. But definitely I would say a lot changed. A lot for the better. Some people they kind of phased out and that's okay.
Yeah.
But the one thing I'll say is now it takes a lot more intention.
Yeah.
A lot more intention.
Nar, come this way. Hello. Come so I can see you. Stay over here, please. Thank you. This is a handful today. We're literally at the beach. We got to keep one eye on the pitney them. Make sure they're not swimming away. This is Suzette Speaks. This is Dr. Melissa. We're here at Fort Lauderdale Beach, baby. Enjoying one of the last days of summer. The kids are going back to school. We figured we're gonna have a beach day, family beach day. Our parents are here under the trees, trying not to get too much sun. We're here burning up, like we're sun tanning, and got a whole heap of sunblock on. So hopefully, thank you Lord, we won't get no sunburn. But it's a beautiful afternoon, Fort Lauderdale Beach. If you know this area, we are close to where like the basketball courts are. Down at the end where all the black people sit because there's a lot of trees, so we like to be right behind the tree to shade, even though we're close to the water, so we can keep an eye on the babies. So anyway, so we're talking about like the changes in life that you experienced with your friends. Did you find that there were friends that you found were jealous of your change of situation? How's my lipstick, by the way? My lipstick okay?
Okay. Why you keep getting your teeth?
I got lipstick in my teeth. Yeah? Okay. No, it's all right.
Do it again. There you go.
All right. Just making sure, guys. So I got lipstick on, trying to look cute for you. All right. So anybody got jealous or changed or shifted with your friend when your situation changed, as far as your friendships?
I would say shifted, but I don't like to think that I'm so special or important that people would be jealous. Like I don't know. I just don't really. I feel like that's an easy cop out.
Okay.
To say people are jealous of you.
Okay.
I think things are always deeper than that. So like if something is changing, it's to me maybe jealousy might be the surface, you know, emotion or the surface type of thing, but I always think there's something deeper than that. So things did change though.
Yeah.
And I would say so. For example, years later.
Yeah.
After.
There's like a baby crying back there, guys. A little boy came out the water and he's having a problem over there. Hey, Pookie. What's wrong? He's like, don't talk to me. So what happened? You don't like to call them jealous? Some of them jealous.
No, but
sometimes
not
them
your
jealous.
Real friends
are not jealous.
Should not be. No.
I hope so.
No. They might not be in a space where they can be happy for you though. But I don't like to say people are jealous.
I love it.
Wow.
The Rock Collection. Marika, we taping, baby.
Oh shit! You didn't tell me.
That's okay. Don't hit
Don't
this.
hit the thing.
You want this? What you want?
Cow.
All right. You're gonna leave me exposed? Thanks very much. Take this one. Take this one. Take Ajane one. Thank you. It's fine. It's fine. Y'all share a towel. So anyway, this is my cousin Noriko. Just came out of the water. She's not. I don't think she's in the. Okay. Bye. Bye. All right. Have fun. So like I said, it's a family beach day, guys. We're just hanging out. It is what it is. So we were saying that sometimes when you get married, sometimes when you have a baby, sometimes when you have new situations in your life, your friends sometimes seems to switch up on you. I don't know if it's not jealousy on the surface, what it is, but what do you think stimulates any of those changes if you've experienced that?
So I think sometimes, like let's say if I'm not in a good space, right? It's hard for me to be happy for you when you're doing something. Does that mean that I don't want you to be successful?
Right.
No.
Right.
Does that mean that I may still go to all your events, I may still celebrate all your events,
Right.
but I'm just not in a personal space where I'm happy,
Right.
and I can be happy for you.
But what
to
do
me,
you
that's
call
not
that? Is
jealousy.
Jamaican people, do you call that bad mind? What do you call that?
No, but it's
because
not
if
always
I'm
that they
going
wish
through something
bad
and
for
I'm
you, though.
doing, okay, so they don't wish bad for you. But if I'm in a place that is I'm happy, I have my marriage, I'm not married yet, guys, but if I'm married, I have my baby, I'm going through such great things in my life, all of a sudden, you who are not in a good space in your own life, you're not smiling with me, you kind of feel like a cold shoulder, you still come to the stuff, but you kind of feel like, damn, is she talking about me? Why do people do that? What do you call that?
Insecurity.
Now, do you forgive that?
Yeah, because we all go through that.
Some of them can't come around me with that. I get upset.
But we all have been in that place before, though. You don't think so?
No, okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. There are people that, if you're in a stage of life where your life is not going well right now, your job giving you a problem, your man giving you a problem, your giving you a problem, and you see somebody whose life is on the up and up, yes, there is a feeling that you're like, oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong? Does God not love me? Does God feel that I'm like, Him not bless me right now? Father God, what's wrong with me? And then you do look at the person and you kind of feel like, man, not mad at them, but you kind of can say, I wish I had what they had, or I wish what am I doing that they're not doing, or whatever. But I don't necessarily bad mind them. I don't necessarily think like I'm gonna like try to sabotage or try to put them in peril by doing something crazy. Maybe I don't want to talk on the phone all the time, because I've had this happen with a friend too, where when they were low, I used to listen to all their problem and all the stuff that happened in their problems, and then all of a sudden they're hype, or they're up, and then they get hype, and then I'm like, boo! Just 6 months ago, you didn't have a job, you didn't do what you didn't have your life together, and I was there for you, listening to you, giving you encouragement. But all of a sudden, you got a new job, you got a little apartment, and all of a sudden now it's like, you ain't got time for me. And I'm like, but I'm the one that listened and encouraged you through the problem times. And now you up, and I can't find you.
But let me be devil's advocate,
Okay,
right?
go on.
So you know like how you can have like someone on drugs and then there's always an enabler, right?
Right.
Some friends like to just be there for you. They like when you have problems. They like when you're going through something.
Is that a real friend?
To me, that's the question. Is it? Or you have to grow though and redefine.
I had a
how
homegirl
you guys are friends.
That
again.
when I was at my lowest, when I was taking the bar exam, and every lawyer in any state in the United States, and even in other jurisdictions in the Caribbean and England, you have to take an exam to pass. Now, I didn't pass on my first try when I went to do my sit for my bar exams. So when I didn't pass, me being like a smart person, I was really devastated. No, for real. No, all jokes aside, I was really hurt and heartbroken. And I had a couple friends that during that season, they were very, very like there for me. I'm talking about, honestly, I was like, I don't know what I would do without these girls who had my back and encouraged me, even invited me to come study with them, like leave where I was studying and come around them, and I ended up passing. But you see, after I kind of got the job and got out of that doldrum, they were nowhere, like it's like they almost couldn't relate to me as a full-fledged, happy human being. Like,
but did you turn to them in the same way? Everything goes both ways, right?
Yeah.
So now you're in a happy space. Are you turning to them in the same way? No, because you're not going through stuff anymore.
No, but I feel like them bad mind me. I feel like
I don't always think that.
I feel like after I kind of came out, it was like, okay, great. We don't, like you said before, like, okay, so we were talking a little bit off camera about friendships and how if you are supposed to have friends from when you're little and grow and until you're an adult, are you supposed to have friendships that last like your full lifetime? I don't know. Now, we were talking before we started the Facebook Live, and we were saying that there are certain people that know you from you were a little chap or a little lad, and you're not that same person. You're growing into like a whole nother human being 15 years later, 20 years later, 25 years later, 30 years later. But those people who have known you for a long time consider you almost like the same, little girl, soccer team member, or whoever you were to them. And do they really accept who you are today, or do they try to keep you in the same box from when they knew you? And I don't know. I do have friends like that even in my own mind, I feel like I'm categorizing them. I've kept them in a box.
Right.
Because they have always been little Susie from around the block to me, but now they're grown up and they're professional. This are, master painters, master photographers, and they're looking at me like, I'm an adult now. Like I got my stuff together. I'm like doing big things. So I accept that happens where we try to we pigeonhole people into one type of identity as the friends that we knew them to be, and we're not necessarily capable. We're not necessarily capable of switching up. Look how far they're in the water. Look at how far Noriko is. And she can't swim. All right, so we got to keep the eye on the baby. Noriko, come this way, baby. Come. Don't go so far. Come. So yeah, we can't. I'm not a master swimmer. I can't Baywatch nobody today. I can't. I can't drop in that beer watch. You want floaties? Come get your floaties. Because ain't nobody coming out there to save you. I mean, I would. Don't think I'm just saying, I know my limitations.
Right.
And I'm not jumping in no water and trying to dive and be no hero. Come put these on. Thank you. So back to what I'm saying. So, all right. So you say that when people feel that friendships have changed when they're in a good state of mind and a good state of being, and the other person seem kind of shisty, like they don't quite happy for you, you're saying that's...
Reach back to that person and say, how are you?
Okay.
How many times do people actually just say, how are you?
Right.
What's going on? So before you write off that person and say, oh, they not celebrating with me, they not happy.
Baby girl, do you want the floaties? I don't want you to go too far out. I know it's still shallow, but it's far. If something catch you, if some ripped current catch you, I can't save you, boss. So try don't go too far out. Stay in the shallow with Ajane. Here, take this. Aja, you good?
I look so weak.
Yeah, you don't look weak. I don't want her to go so far out. The pump? Let me see if I brought it. Here, see the pump here? You want to pump in? So we got my little cousins, like I said, we're some BJ. Go on, you do it. You do it. And we got them going into the water, want to be Baywatch heroes, but we're not having that today. We are relaxing. You got it, babe? Don't do it too big. Remember, your arms got to fit in it. Is it good? You good? Try it. All right. You having fun? Yay. Okay. Is it big enough or you want more? You're good? All right. Try don't tell Mariko go too far. Thank you, baby. So this is a Facebook Live. This is how it goes. It's a family day. We enjoy coming to you wherever we are. It's Suzette Speaks, Dr. Melissa, and we're just talking about friendship. So tell me how your friendships have changed over the years.
I think there's a helicopter.
Helicopter, yeah.
Okay. I just think it's about knowing people change and accepting who they are at a time, right?
Right.
So I think all of us have changed a lot. And we went through a period of like, who are you? What are you doing? Like,
Right.
what kind of decisions you making? Like,
Right.
you know, you always think you know what's best for a person and all that stuff. And it's like, you almost feel like you can dictate and tell someone what's best, or that's not a good idea. You got an opinion on everything because you know everything about that person.
Right.
And so one thing that I would say that we practice now, right? Someone will vent and they'll just come, you know, say a story like, you know, something about work or
Right.
spouse or whatever.
Right.
And one thing we started saying was, do you want advice or are you just venting right now?
That's important.
Right?
That's important.
Because sometimes you're just so quick to tell someone exactly how you feel, and that creates wedges, that creates distance, and then people think they can't come and talk to you. Because you always have an opinion, or maybe you don't like their spouse.
You know that happened to
Maybe,
me.
you
You know
know.
that happened to me with a friend, and I like her as a person. No, I gotta preface it. But anytime she called me, she have complaints about stuff, and then I realized I was trying to give her advice to like help
She
her,
don't want it.
but I realized she don't really want the advice. Talk, she a talk.
Yeah.
She just wants to let her emotions out.
Yeah.
So I've learned, and then it kind of come off cool. I just listen,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, this happened, man. This happened to my husband, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
But sometimes
so
that's
what should you do? 'Cause I'm not giving no advice no more, you know.
No.
Because I realize she don't want that. Because then it comes to I'm talking about her husband. But I'm literally like, okay, so what do you think is your best move from here? I just turn it back on her. That's like psychology. Whoops. I'm like, so what do you think is the best thing that you can do right now for that situation? I take myself out of it completely because I realize she don't really want my opinion. She just wants to be heard and listen. So I'm wondering, do you have now any friends that you grew up with from little, like a small child till now?
Me?
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
All right, besides your cousins, like, do you have other ones?
I would say from kindergarten, yeah.
You still have one from primary school, come right back up. Do you guys still have friends from that long? I'm just curious if people still remain friends. I'm talking about friends, not just know, not just say we know each other, but like really talk to each other every once in a while. And then I always love the fact that I have friends that are so far, so distant that I might talk to them every few months, but when we talk, it's almost like no time has passed. And even though we don't live in the same city, the same state, the same country, when we talk, it's almost like closer than some of the people that you live with or that you're around all the time. And I wonder if you have friendships like that too, because I love those type of friendships. I find those friendships to be easy because you don't have to give them the day-to-day, the nitty-gritty. They want to know the big picture. They want to love you in a broad way, in a wide way. But they don't have to know all the details of the dull drums and the humdrum day-to-day issues you have in life. They just love you in your beauty, in your fullness, in a broad fullness, and I love like that. I love friendships like that. So tell me, what's your best friendship story? I want to see, have you had a bad breakup? Sometimes the friendship breakup is worse than the marriage and the intimate other breakup, you know, because friendships have such intimacy on a different level. You share a lot of information with your friends. You really, really do confide, if they're really friends, depending on a different level. You have different friends that you keep at different distances. But if they're at your intimate level where they know a lot about you and it breaks off, or one thing just throws it off and you guys are still friends but you kind of like don't trust each other anymore, what do? You have a story, anything that you want to cautiously relate? You saw fish? 3 fish?
No, it's
Big?
I wanted to take it, but I'm
Where,
scared.
you want your goggles to see them?
No, I'm good. I'm not going nowhere underwater.
The girl, fish is all over the water. That's how they live.
where they live.
That's where they live. We are in their territory. See if you can see the fish.
When are you gonna finish?
We're almost. She's.
I want to go all the way down
My
there.
little cousin is ready for me to go in the water. She's like, when are you gonna finish this Facebook Live? I wish you guys would go. Wanna go on, please? We're soon finished. We're soon finished. And we're coming in the water. I can't believe. First of all, this is not black people time at the beach. I'm just gonna tell you what it is. I have gotten about 5 shades darker, loving my tan, loving the melanin goddesses. Thank you very much. But we gotta be doing this for you, because there is no way at the brawling 1 o'clock in the after. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. That we sitting down. This was supposed to be.
Sunrise,
We
but
said we were gonna come down here at sunrise.
that didn't happen.
But what happened was we by the time we
4
got
kids later.
4 kids, a baby, 3 auntie, grandparents later, we got here. So we're just happy that we're here celebrating life, family, just full of joy, just being happy we exist. Thank God for existence. Thank God for just the many blessings of sharing time with those that you love. It's the little things, guys. So we were talking about friendship breakups. And if you ever had a friend that broke your heart, did it surprise you? Did you feel betrayed? Was it somebody that you thought was gonna be your ace for life, and they all of a sudden they turn on you, them gossip about you, talk about your back, or you ask them to come through for something and they don't show up at your birthday, or you desperately needed help and they don't give it to you? A lot of people, friendships, they mash up over all kinds of stuff. Can they ever be repaired? But tell me about a time where you thought you were gonna have this ride or die chick or guy in your life, and it ended up that they did something. Or you're not friends with guys? Oh, excuse me. I used to have a lot
Not friends. Not now.
Yeah.
I
I used to
don't
have
wanna be your friend.
guys don't want, they trying to get with you. Is that true?
I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying.
If a guy, you don't think girls and guys, or women and men just can have different type of friendship? I've had friendships with guys that I thought was genuine. Or you think they was trying to get with me the whole time?
I'm trying to get.
I don't believe. Do you believe that? Leave a
You
comment.
said the word?
Do you
Yes.
believe that men and women can be friends?
That's a whole nother.
I think they can be friends, guys. You think they have to
I
be
think a
somebody?
woman can keep a guy in a friendship.
Oh,
You're the one that's keeping it in the.
you want to
friendship
keep you
box,
keeping them
right?
in the friend zone.
But they just ready.
But they
suited
tryna-
up,
they tryna
warmed
wait
up already.
till they wear
They
you
just
down.
ready, yes.
Oh, that is fun.
No.
Me. That is funny.
Now I have some colleagues though, like male colleagues and things like that, where we share like a professional bond, and those are people that I feel like I can talk to and whatever.
Right.
But just friend, like
You don't keep no friend. Well, smart woman. She's a married woman. She can't take any man friend, right? But you don't believe in it in general. You just
I don't
believe
call
that.
no man my friend. Not like that.
Oh, okay. Learn something new. I have guy friends. Not as many as I used to. I used to have a lot
And
of
so
guy
if you
friends.
said, let's go out for drinks, let's go on a date, do you think they would just be like, nah, I don't want to take it there with you?
I never thought of it like that.
Okay.
So you think they're waiting in the wings? They're wingmen?
They're
They trying to
just ready.
wait to get in. Why
They
are
on the
they
bench.
all the way over there?
But they drifting. They don't know.
They're drifting.
Yeah.
Ajane! Aja! Ajane! Okay, sorry for yelling.
This is real.
This is real beach life. We don't want the kids to get too far. They're drifting and they don't even see it. They can't hear me over the music. All right, well, we can see them, but I just don't want them to go too far. Yeah, they're drifting and they don't even know. They're gonna sleep good tonight.
Oh yeah.
So friendship mashups. Tell me about your worst breakup with a friend or anyone you want to share, where you had a friend, you thought they were gonna be a friend for life, and they turned out to be not so friend for life-ish.
Well, my story actually has a happy ending.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. So one of my closest friends from like elementary school.
Yeah.
And as we got older, what I actually felt like, you ever had a friend that, like how I said, a friend that supports you all the time, but you can't support them.
Why?
Right?
They don't let you in?
They don't let you in. So they're always there for you. They're always,
Yeah.
whatever. But I felt like it was very one-sided, and I was the taker. And for me, I didn't exactly. I'm like, this don't feel right.
Right.
And I also felt like I was always like hurting that friend because I just didn't even know how to be there, how to support them. I just didn't know. And I got to the point I didn't know what was going on in their life. We stopped talking, all these things.
Wow.
And years passed. I mean, years.
Yeah.
But through other friends staying friends with each of us,
Yeah.
we would associate with each other and all these things. And after a while, I think we both had to grow.
Okay.
And it came to a point where you say, is this worth it? Like, is this valuable to me?
Right.
And just like a marriage or whatever else, sometimes you might be tired of your husband, but you have to say, I'm in it for the long run.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And for years, we were not close at all.
Right.
And it just came one day where it was like something happened, and that was one of the first people that showed up for me.
Oh, wow.
And it's just, so it's like.
So the friendship wasn't very necessarily broken. Y'all just had like hit a low point, like a misunderstanding.
It just seemed like we were always bumping heads though, because it was like.
Yeah.
If you're a friend and I can't support you and you won't open up to me, then it's kind of like, are we friends?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But now, after y'all went through that, and then she showed up when you really needed her, did the friendship change again?
It did, because what happened? I changed a lot in the sense of I had to learn how to be a better friend. I don't think I was always a great friend. Like, I don't talk on the phone. I don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't check in with people.
Sometimes I don't like to text all the time either.
So, right, and that's one of my weak points, And that's why I say you have to take you out of it sometimes. It's like, man, like, what's going on with her? I need to reach out and say, how are you? What's going on?
Right.
But I also think that during that time, she learned more how to express herself and how to set
Sometimes
herself.
the people cannot be who you want them to
Right.
be. So I agree with that.
And I remember I have a very strong personality.
Right.
So it was kind of like, we just always bumped heads, and it got to the point it was like, this don't feel right.
Yeah.
But I think through us both growing and changing, when we came back again, we were different people.
I love it.
And that's what made.
So the
it
thing
actually
is,
work.
and I love the fact that you guys stuck it out in long enough. Ajane, come this way. Sorry, we got the kitties in the ocean. What's she doing with people? What is she doing? Aja, come so. Come this way. My Lord, I don't want to have to go Baywatch and get the kids, but they're drifting off into, not deep. They're still very shallow. We could run if we have to. Are you guys drifting? What do you have? Rocks?
What kind of fish?
Is there a fish? A crab?
I wish.
A crab? No? You didn't catch me any crab for dinner? What are we gonna eat for dinner?
You mean me?
No crabs for dinner?
Ooh,
You guys, oh, let me see it.
No,
Beautiful. Here, put them in the bucket. Put them in the bowl. Try don't go so far, please. You see where this blue umbrella? No, leave it in there. She can put it in there. See this blue umbrella in front of us? Try line up with a blue umbrella. Don't go so far.
Okay.
You guys are drifting and you don't see it. All right, so the kids are taken care of. We're trying to make sure that everybody stays safe on this beautiful day in Fort Lauderdale. For those of you just joining us, this is Suzette Speaks, Dr. Melissa, talking about friendships. We are live from Fort Lauderdale Beach. They say there's no beaches like the ones in Jamaica. Big up Ochi, big up Negril, 7 Mile, all of those beautiful beaches. But we're hanging out in Florida today, and we're just talking about friendships and just having a good time. It's a family day. The kids are getting ready to go back to school soon, so we figured we'll take out the family and just do a little live while we're here. I don't know what we doing. I don't know if we suntan it. I don't know what we do.
We're going to sleep well.
Well, we go home. We gonna go to bed because
No, but we're
clearly.
seeing Major Hype tonight.
Oh, you want to see Major Hype? Major Hype is in Florida. Oh my God.
Can't wait.
Major Hype is in Florida. Big up Major Hype. He has a show in Coral Springs tonight. I felt like his promoter. I don't know why I'm promoting him, but good
so
to see him
talented.
making money. Big up Major Hype. So we were talking about friendships, and friendships break up and friendships come back together. And we were talking about, are you really supposed to be friends your whole life with the same people? Are they seasonal? Do they come in for a time and then do they change? And if they're ever broken, can they be recovered? And what kind of friend are you? Do you like people to be very close? Do you like people to be in your business, so to speak, like very, very close into your life, all into your family, all into your marriage, all into your kids? Or do you keep people at levels where there's like a pigeon walking behind us? I love it. Where they are at a distance. Have you been hurt by friends? Have you been let down by friends? And what do? Do you give another person a chance, or do you kind of write everybody off now and you don't have friendships the way you used to? Or I have people that say only their husband is their friend or their wife. I have other people that say only their family is their friends, and they are clearly not open to like extending friendships. But then I see people like yourself that have tons of friends. She had 12 bridesmaids at her wedding. Like, I was like, where you get so much girlfriend from homegirls from? And they're all friends with each other, and they're all literally genuinely friends. So I'm always like, how do people do that? And is that, I don't know, is there a secret formula for it? Or it just so happens? Is it organic? Or do you go through, some people don't have one person they can call a friend. You know, so I'm just curious as to you. Have you always had that as many friends as you had? Or did that kind of like grow over time? Or what allows all of you, 12 plus women, to stay friends?
Man, I think it's grown over time, for sure. But for me, like, if I'm your friend, I'm your friend, right?
Yeah.
And it's that simple. Like, we're gonna go hard. I'm your friend, no question about it. But I don't just open up to just anyone. So when you become friends, then it's like, yeah, you're locked in. Like, my intention is that we will be friends for life. That's my intention.
Every time you start a friendship, you intend to be friends with
when
a person.
not start a friendship, but when I actually know, like, yes, this person is my friend,
Is
like,
an ace.
you know, then yes. But some people know. I think I'm very good at reading people.
Yeah.
So some people I meet and I easily know, okay, associate. Other people, it's like I said, you know, maybe you just go out, have fun. Other people, it might be professional type of relationship. And I think discernment and knowing where to put people in your life is what actually makes you not get disappointed, not get hurt. Not to say it doesn't happen.
I was about to say, even with discernment,
happens.
I've had people that I thought were going to be my ace, boom, boom, for a long time, that they were going to be in my life as friends, and they let me down. They hurt my feelings, they misunderstood or misinterpreted things, and I was like, if you love me, how could you even think that I would think like that? Or why would you even put me in that category? And it really hurt me. It really, really hurt me. It made me feel like, did we actually even have a friendship to begin with? Did that person really understand me on the deepest levels? Or was it something else? Or was she pretending? Now, have you ever had friends where you are a friend and you now don't feel as close and the person is trying to pull you closer, or vice versa, where you feel like you're friends and then you realize y'all find more stones?
Oh, I want to show you one.
Let me see.
This one got clams, little clams.
It has clams in it?
Little clams.
Cool. So my cousins are in the water and they're bringing back little clam shells, which I love. Oh my gosh, you guys got so much rocks. Look at you. Don't touch this, please. This is on. We're at the beach. It's beach day.
Oh my God.
Let me see. Don't touch it.
I think it's this one.
Let me see.
It's one of them.
It has something alive in it?
Oh, here it is.
Ooh.
What is in there?
A clamshell. Nice.
I'm lying down. Hello, little girl.
Guys, we're on Facebook Live, so let's not argue.
And take out your sword.
Here, go ahead. Put it there, baby.
This is nice.
Very good.
Just let me put them in there.
Hello.
Take them over.
Leave it for now, and then you separate it later. Leave it and then you separate it. Yeah.
More than half of them.
It's okay. They're so funny. They're fighting over stones, and whose stones have the clams and whose stone don't have the clams in it. They're like 7 and 12. Like, calm down. But anyway, so friendships that mash up, friendships that you thought were real that weren't real. Have you ever gotten, like, I don't know, could you call that friend catfished? Where you thought it was a friend and then all of a sudden you think you're hanging out, or they didn't. You see all of them on Facebook, and they went out and they didn't invite you. You ever been like unfriended like that, where you're still friends with a person? I'm like, damn, y'all did a whole girls trip and you didn't tell me. Thanks, I appreciate it.
But do you have to do everything with your friends?
No, you don't. And do you have to do everything with all your friends? No, you don't have to do everything with all your friends. And sometimes friends do get or feel left out.
Yeah.
Because they feel like, well, you did this with her, and you should do this with me too. And you didn't invite me, or you didn't give me the opportunity to say no, or I don't like it, or thanks but no thanks. But I don't know. Have you had a situation where you thought the person was your real friend, and then you quickly discovered you were wrong?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did you do? Was it embarrassed? Or in college friendship?
No, I just exit, just quietly. You know, like the meme with Homer Simpson just walking back
into the bushes. Homer.
Just
Shout
like,
out to the Simpsons when he go backwards into the bush hide. So you just did a backwards bush hide.
Yeah, 'cause to me, I'm
and you were like, oh, I thought we were
force
cool.
anybody to be anything.
You
So
can't.
it's like, okay,
You can.
you know, and you just, I'm good.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I've had that too, where people want to be my friend, want to be my friend, but then I feel like I got too much going on in my life right now. Not that I wouldn't want to be your
So
friend.
You
You seem like
no new applications.
no new applications for friends at this moment. Because I love them and they like their personality, but to be able to carve out more time away from work, away from my special projects, away from my hosting, it's gonna be difficult to like be another person's friend. That sounds bad. You okay, baby? You okay? Well, I want to see what you guys have to say about friendships. I want to know how long your friendships last, if they were authentic, or did you get hurt? Have you ever been hurt in a friendship, and did they turn out to be less of a friend, or did you turn out to be less of a friend? I want to know, you guys. I think I'm gonna get back in the water. No, man, we're going back in the water. No, tell them. All right, goodbye. We have to take one last dip, and we're gonna sign off. It's Suzette Speaks, guys. Dr. Melissa. We hope you enjoyed our day at the beach, and we'll come back to see you again soon. All right, take it easy.